Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this is part 2 of this cake topper with a twist. I stated in the first video that this might be a little bit weak, especially with this whole name being up here. And, you know, there are several things you could do. You know, I wouldn't want to do this, but you could bring the Y down and touch the A. That would make it a lot stronger. But if you don't want to do that, what I suggest is to contour the whole thing. So select the whole thing, go to Object, go to Effects, Contour, and we're going to contour the outside with rounded corners, 0.03 in black, so you can tell the difference. That made it not too bad. You really won't know till you look at it. So I'm going to Control K to break the contour apart, or you can actually go to Object and break it apart. And then we could just move the black one out of the way. Now you'd want to do this before you get your stick on. Now it does look quite a bit thick. It kind of took away from the font. And so another thing you could do is let's contour just a little bit, 0.01. That's probably not enough, but anything you do is going to make it a little bit thicker. Now, one thing that you could do, let's do this. Let's do it 0.02, and that's a little bit than we had before. And now you'd want to use your nudge distance. Let's see how big this thing is. It's only almost 5 inches, so we'll make our nudge distance 5 inches. We will take the contour. I didn't break it apart. Control K, and then I guess you have to select it all, Control K, and then select just the inside and move it out of the way. Now this is going to be your outside. So this is one thing you could do. You could fill it in with black, but take away the hairline. And you'd always want to double check that by taking away the fill. We're going to replace that with black. You know, I think I did just the opposite. This is our thicker line. We're going to place black in here and then left click, no outline. Then we're going to turn this to red so we'll know it's a cut line, and then we can nudge this back. Now what you could do, now this would, if you had to do a lot of them, it would be a little time consuming, but you could engrave this and then cut it out, and you would have that much wood around the outside. And then that way the bobby part of the Brianna part of the font would be a little bit thinner and give a little bit more bling, I guess. And this, you'd want to do that before you put on the stick, so you could put your stick right here. We'll just go ahead and put the stick back in here, do what we did before. I'll just kind of show you. And we're going to do exactly what we did before with the taper. You know what? That looks pretty good, but we could make this weaker. We need to go to Object and convert it to a curve so we can taper it. Do we really want that part of the A to show? And then this would be, I think, strong enough to hold it. So again, what I would do is use the Smart Fill tool to fill that, excuse me, to fill that in, and then left click, right click, and that's going to seal it all up. And then you're going to move this to back to there, and that would look pretty cool. Now it is going to be time consuming because it's quite a bit of engraving. So if you have to make 100 of these, I wouldn't suggest doing that because you're going to be able to cut these out quite quickly. And the thicker font doesn't really matter. I would test it with the thinner font first and just see if it breaks, or if you think it'll break. If you use a plywood and you're going to stain it or paint it or just leave it plywood color, plywood's going to be a lot stronger than normal wood because the grains are running in various directions. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.